Welcome back to the Denny Cards YouTube channel. So this is a continuation of part 1 where I showed my sales for the week 4 of May 2025. Before I get to those, I wanted to show some of the cards that are available either in my eBay store via auction or buy it now. And some of these cards may be already be gone, but if you're interested in them, go check it out. And if you did, I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, I feel like I'm learning so much from not just the actual eBay transactions, but also making these videos. And so that's what this is all about. Whether you find it educational and entertaining, that's an added plus. But for me, just making these videos just really allows me to get better at eBay sales. And so here I am just showing some of the autos and some of the, colored and numbered and rookies. And, I sold Caitlin Clark that you're going to see later in this video, but that's an Angel Reese card. And, I was just talking about how there were some transactions where we went back and forth with the potential buyers and we just couldn't end up with a agreed upon price. Before I get to that, though, check out this card. I love this card, and it may be available. Card is a McDonald's Topps Chrome, but it is a Super Factor 1/1 of Mr. Karl-Anthony Towns, who just last night put up 20 points in the fourth quarter, and the Knicks made the series more competitive. All 3 games won by the road team. So Karl-Anthony Towns, a very young Karl-Anthony Towns, and he did it on his mom's, what was it, like Dominican Republic Mother's Day, something like that. So I thought that was a really cool story. So anyway, I just wanted to share that because I'm pretty sure, I don't know whether I should grade this card and flip it / sell it, or if I should just try to sell this for let me know what you think in the comments, what I should do with this card. I got this at the Wilmington Card Show. So, all right, that's enough of that. But if you are interested in some pretty decent deals, go check it out. Now, these 2 cards I put up in auction, 99¢. These cannot fit into these envelopes. You will get rejected by the post office. These you do have to make shipping $4.50, so that's what I did. Aaron Fox one first. These are both hit in, I think, like repacks that I did with Arena Club or something like that a while back. And then they were in the vault, and I asked for them to come out. But this De'Aaron Fox, it is a 2018-19 Prism out of $2.99. I think a raw of this did like $4 in 2024, but it is, close to being a perfect card based on Arena Club's grading standards. And this card sold for $3.25. Shipping would cost more at $4.50, sales tax of 47 cents, an order total of $8.22. They minus out the sales tax, minus out the transaction fees of $1.28, and a shipping label of $4.08 for an order earnings for this card at $2.39. Just brutal. But again, I would rather just have it go to someone who will enjoy the card and appreciate it. But it is crazy that shipping costs more than the actual card. Now we have here a Corey Kispert, who is from the Wizards and is, a DC native. It is a out of 13, so it's a rated rookies purple stars, first off the line, rookie 2021-22 Donruss Optic of Corey Kispert. And this card sold for $10.50, shipping $4.50, sales tax of 63 cents for an order total of $15.63, minus out the sales tax, minus out the transaction fees of $2.26, shipping label $3.91 for an order earnings of $8.83. The person who's going to appreciate the card, hope you enjoy it, and definitely I will be adding these stickers into those packages as well. I do have 2 more cards I want to talk about. The 2 other slabs. I have here a Kevin Garnett. Oh my gosh, I said Kevin Garnett. Kevin Durant case hit recon contours. And I think in football the contours are in Phoenix, but anyway, and they're not case hits. But in this one, it has like a little dot kind of effect, dot matrix effect. I think maybe I'm into this card for about $40, but then you add on the $20 for grading. Definitely would have won on the card if it got a PSA 10. But this card, interestingly enough, it is a PSA 9 Pop 6 none higher, which is what I did put in the listing. And this card sold for $35, shipping $4.50, sales tax $3.01 for an order total of $42.51. Minus out the sales tax, minus out the transaction fees of $5.47. Shipping labels $4.51, and there's an ad fee general of 85 cents because I did promote this modestly, I think somewhere around like 5% to 10%, just to get some more eyeballs on it. And so it's hard to tell whether it worked or not. But anyway, we have this card order earnings of $28.67. Last slab that we're going to get to is this Hagen Smith. So I actually I don't get into many breaks in general, but I especially do not get into baseball breaks. But I did have a friend in the hobby, Valor Sports Cards, and he was doing a Bowman break, and I don't know why I got into this, but I did. And, I'm always trying to support friends in the hobby, but yeah, I mean, when I got this card, people were definitely saying that it was a pretty decent card, but it is a pitcher, which I understand. Pitchers don't do very well. But this is an orange, true orange out of 25 of Hagen Smith. And this card I did self-grade myself. Kind of like the Kevin Durant, it is a low pop and there's none higher. So this is a pop 3-0 higher, which I did put in the listing. And this card sold for $46, shipping $4.50, sales tax of $3.38 for an order total of $53.88. Minus out the sales tax, minus out the transaction fees of $6.83, shipping label $4.33. I did not do a promoted listing or an ad on this one, and the order earnings was $39.34. And for this one, I did want to talk a little bit about the fee details. Again, the variable percentage was $6.43, and this is where I wanted to show you. With the 13.25, they would have taken out $7.14, but I do get 10% of that back. So for this card, the top rated seller discount was 71 cents, which does more than offset the final value fee, which is their fixed amount of 40 cents. So the total fees on this one was $6.83. This one, I had no clue what to price this at, so maybe I would have gotten 50 or more. I don't know. But I put it up for auction and just see where it went, and I'm just glad that this goes to a new home. So thank you to the person about that. At least they didn't have to deal with a food and transportation and road improvement fee. All right, now we are getting to, and this might have to be a part two. I'm going to have to think about that. And if I do, I will just try to have a different intro. But for this, we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards that I listed at Buy It Now or Best Offer. And I don't know if I put them at too cheap of a price, but a lot of these just people instantly purchased as soon as I put them up. And again, whether it's the eBay algorithm rewarding me for more activity or not, I do not know. But I will say that I am glad to get these cards out. All of them were under $20. The first one I'm going to show you was barely under $20. It was $19.99. And so this one I might have to look up some comps to see if I sold this way too low or not. But I put this up for $19.99, shipping 99 cents, sales tax $1.26 for an order total of $22.24. I did not promote I did not make a promoted listing on this at all. But they bought this within like a minute or two of posting it up, which is pretty amazing. It might just show how hot Caitlin Clark's cards are. This is an insert, but it is Orange Ice. It is Campus Legends. It's not numbered, but it is just a really neat card. And so the person who bought it, minus out the sales tax of $1.26, transaction fees of $3.05, shipping label of 69 cents for an order earnings of $17.24 for a card that I was maybe into it for like, I don't know, $5, $6. I can't remember exactly, but it was a pretty nice buy it now. I mean, I definitely was willing to field offers. I did not have any minimum offer amount on this card, but the person did not want to wait or play around with an offer. They were like, $20 and $1 shipping, just sign me up. So hey, if he's happy, I'm happy too. So there you go. And this one is going out to the buyer. All right, let's move on to the next one. The next one we have here is, this is the pair of the Terrence Shannons. The story I wanted to tell about this, well, that's not Terrence Shannon. Is this Terrence Shannon? Yes. So these two cards, maybe I won't do the fee breakdown for these two cards, but I will say I listed these up as the Timberwolves were playing the Oklahoma City Thunder in their third game, and the Timberwolves are doing well. They won the game and they blew out the Thunder. Terrence Shannon scored 15 points, which was more than a current reigning MVP. He had 14 points. So it was really interesting that for this card, I actually put up for $9.99. I had immediately 3 offers. I think one was $5, one was $7, and maybe another one was like $7, something like that. I'll put it over here. But someone, instead of playing around with the with the offers, I didn't feel those offers. I was like thinking about it. I was watching the game, and I was just kind of like enjoying. I was enjoying a night of basketball, and I was listing other cards. Someone immediately just bought it for $10, and so I won't go through the fee breakdown, but this wasn't promoted or anything like that. It just sold almost immediately, and I was really happy about that. So again, I don't know if he's the real deal with if it was just a fluke half of a game, but again, someone was like, hey, it's his silver rookie, and I'm just going to pick it up for whatever Denny put it up for, which was $9.99. Now, similarly, this is a lesser of a card because it's the cracked ice version, but this card just instantly was purchased. I put it up for $3.99, and someone, I didn't receive any offers on this card. It was really interesting to see these two Terrence Shannon juniors, who I didn't even know about this guy. I didn't even know how good he was or not. But I did, when I put the prices on, I just went off the higher end of the spectrum of their comps. And so that's how I priced these cards. But I'm happy that they wanted them at my offer price. And there they go. All right, so we are nearing the end. I'm not going to go through all of these. Let me just show you some of the cards that did sell. This one sold for $15. Buy it now, immediately. Again, like within 10 minutes of posting it up. And I was like, wait a minute, like, did I sell this for too low? But it's just a cracked ice. This one not immediately. This one sat for maybe like a day or two, but it was after the draft. But this card I put up, and it sold for exactly $5. This, I do not know why I didn't put $4.99, but I just put it for $5. And it sold within a couple of days. One thing I want to say, and I'm not going to say this, I'm not going to show any names, but when I print out these shipping labels, I'm looking at who bought these cards. I have a lot of women who are buying these cards. Someone in particular bought this card, and it was a woman's name. And a lot of these, I would say maybe like 50%, they were just kind of like buy it nows and just decent listings, decent pictures. And I may do an eBay series about how to take better pictures and how to list cards, but people just immediately bought them, and I'm just like really happy about that. And so, maybe we don't see as many women in the hobby from a social media standpoint or from in card shows, but they're definitely active participants, and they actually, again, like, some of them want to negotiate, some of them don't. But I think so long as we continue to have like a good space for them, that they'll want to participate more. So thank you to the person who bought this card for $5. Again, I don't know why I didn't do $4.99, but they liked the price and they just instantly bought it. This card is an Aaron Judge, sold for like $2. This Tyrese Maxey sold for about $2. This Steph Curry, this one I was surprised. I put up for $1.99, and I don't know much about Day'Ron Holmes II, but they wanted it immediately, instant snap, like 5 minutes from posting it. It sold for $1.99. The last card I want to talk about is Stephen Castle. Now, this is the draft picks version, so we're not talking about his Prism rookie with the Spurs jersey on, but he is the new Rookie of the Year. This is a orange cracked ice that is not numbered. It is Panini Prism draft picks, and this one, again, a woman in the hobby Just wanted it for exactly the ask that I had, which was $6.99. Shipping was 99 cents. Sales tax 53 cents for an order total of $8.51. Minus out the sales tax, minus out the transaction fees of $1.31, minus out the shipping label of 69 cents, and you get an order earning of $5.98. And so thank you to this person who purchased this card for my ask. That is the end of my week 4 May 2025 eBay sales. A mix of buy it now, mix of OBO or best offer, a mix of auction, 24 sales, 24 people who I'm going to try to promote my, brand, if you will. Hopefully some of them will be repeat buyers. And I will say that, again, maybe I'll put this in the beginning, but check this out. I have a coupon code that's valid for the next 3 weeks, valid until mid-June. It is buy 2, get 1 free, valid only at the Denny Card store on eBay. So that is the coupon code. Go check out my store if you want to have some deals. I should say this is only for cards that are $4.99 or less. This is not buy 2 $100 cards and get a $100 card for free, which I may do in the future. But for now, I wanted to start small. This is actually one of my first ever coupon codes that I'm trying out. You only get to do these type of coupon codes when you have a store on eBay. And I want to do more eBay content. I want to do more relatable content. I want to do more educational, more entertaining. And I just want to kind of, I want to put in the work. I want to do the grunt work. I want to put in the work and just grind out eBay sales, get that seller rating up, get that, I want to learn. I want to continue to learn in the hobby, and this is definitely me learning. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you, and all of these packages or all of these cards are going to be sent out the Tuesday after Memorial Day. Thank you if you are a military serviceman or woman. Thank you for your service, and hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend, everyone, and thank you so much for watching this video. Take care, you guys.